Today we're talking about the M50 Ontos, and as always, I hope you guys enjoy this cinematic. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the cinematic again. I know I put a poll out the other day, seeing what you guys want to see. It seems like most everybody was still enjoying the cinematics, and yes, at some point I might make their own video. But anyways, back to the topic of the video. We are talking about the M50 Ontos today. This is a rank 4 6.7 tank destroyer in the American tech tree. It is a super fun little vehicle, I will tell you that right now. It's super sneaky. But I don't want to bore you guys with the details right now. I will talk a little bit more about the tank a little bit later. But right now we're going to get into some gameplay and how I like to play this vehicle. Starting off on this first game on Sinai, we decided to go right side towards C, or left if you're on north spawn. And we already dealt with one target on the crossing. We're going to deal with this guy that was capping the base. I believe he was the only guy there. I hear another target on my right, so we're going to keep an eye on him. We want to keep an eye on what's behind us. Unfortunately, my scout is unavailable at the moment, so I could not scout that tiger, but I did ping him for my squad mate, just in case he happened to be over there or be able to notice him. So we're going to move around kind of to this other side of the rock, because I hear this vehicle on the kind of on the left, and there's also somebody on the right. It looks like an IS style tank. I can't quite tell what it is yet, but we're gonna kind of get ready. I have a feeling they're gonna push. There's a Panther also going down low. I don't know what else is there, but there's at least those two guys, so we're gonna just kind of back in this little corner right here, and I'm hoping that they'll forget I'm here and just keep pushing forward. Unfortunately, we do find out that they know I am here though. We're going to kind of wait for them. This Panther really wants to try and bait us into a shot, and gets one shot out. I forget my firing order, but we do get one shot. It looks like we hit the track on the IS somehow. And we'll just kind of wait for this Panther. Hopefully he either makes a mistake or at least one of my teammates comes up behind him to be able to do something. So one thing to note with this vehicle is it does have a firing order where it will fire the left cannons first, and then it'll fire the right cannons after that. So do be aware of that. And it fires with the left cannons, I believe it does the top ones first, and then it does the bottom ones, and then same for the right. Yeah, we're going to try to deal with this IS. It looks like he fluffs a shot. We fluff a few shots. He's firing his machine gun at us, but then we'll try and get a good shot there. The Panther is trying to go around the other side, so we're going to just sweep around the other side of this rock and see if we can't catch him off guard a little bit. And get a nice shot into him here. After that, we're going to kind of move down a little bit and just get in this rock. And we're going to repair now while our gun's not too broken. I'm going to drop an ammo so I can resupply in the meantime. So yeah, talking about this vehicle a little bit, it does have 606mm recoilless rifles. It has 433mm of pen with every rocket. The rockets are like a heat grenade rocket. You have a 13-second full reload on a screw, so you can fire 6 times before you have to reload. You do get 18 rounds total, so you can fire all your rifles 3 times before you have to fully reload, either at a base or with a resupply. And I believe you get 2 resupplies with the thing. As I did mention a few minutes ago, the guns do fire in a all left to all right order. So if you are playing the tank, your left guns will fire first for your first 3 rounds, and then your right guns will fire for your next 3 rounds. That's just something to be aware of, especially if you're in close quarters. We're still hearing a lot of targets both kind of behind us and behind the rock. Not exactly sure where they are. We're just trying to be aware of them. And also kind of hoping something else goes to sea so we can deal with it there. So now we're going to kind of move down south, or down this way a little bit. Kind of climb over these rocks a wee bit. Boomy's in the R3 over to the left, kind of just dealing with everyone over there. And just hoping he can distract him a little bit, at least enough so I can get a shot or two off. So we'll try and get rid of this tiger if it doesn't take us 7 shots. So we get rid of the tiger, and then I believe somebody else is also over here. Not sure exactly where he is. I know there's one guy at least to the right, and then there's also another guy over to the left. I wanted to be able to help Boomy. Unfortunately, I cannot get a shot off where he was. I believe the tiger he was dealing with was behind some of the stuff back there. So I'm realizing I am now fully alone again. I am completely outnumbered, so I want to move back as quickly as possible. I also only have 2 grenades left in my cannons, and so I tried to drop a resupply. I didn't realize that the resupply was only for machine gun ammo. I had already used up the other resupplies. I hear another guy to my left, and so I realize I'm just going to back out a little bit, see if I can't deal with that guy. Get 1 shot into the tiger, good shot, and then I make the mistake of not paying attention to my left as that IS, or P-34, sorry, takes out my cannons. Unfortunately, the one thing to note with this thing that is incredibly annoying, if one of your cannons gets hit, it will break all of them. So it does not just break, you know, just the one that gets hit, it will break all of them if any of them get hit. So we're going to try to repair here. I hear the guy coming around the corner. I know I'm probably not going to be able to repair in time, which is kind of unfortunate. I tried to repair as fast as I could. The T-34, he's coming around the corner, and that's game over for us. But 7 kills, 2,100 scores, not too bad. This next game, we're on Alaska, and it is a like really dark dusk map. So I did try to brighten it up a little bit so you guys could actually see what's going on. But we're gonna just kind of wait here. I see what looks like a bulldog. Use my ranging machine guns. Oh, very happy with that. But we're gonna kind of mosey on down here. And so I do want to scan this little area because a lot of times people are come down below here. I see something right there. It's a panther. We're gonna make sure he doesn't see us. It doesn't look like he does, so we're just gonna take a little pop shot, completely miss. Get a nice shot with driver gunner loader with that one, hit the tree with that one, and 4th time's a charm. After that, we've moved up just a little bit more, and we're going to start reloading now, as much as we can at least, because I want to get reloaded before the next encounter with an enemy. I don't normally go on this side. I believe this is technically where A cap normally sits when you have a 3 cap game. But I decided to go with it with this tank. I thought maybe the hills would work a little bit better with it. So now after reloading, we're going to push up a little bit further and see if we can't deal with anybody up here. So we've pushed up a little bit further. I'm just kind of scanning for targets. I'm not sure what's there. I do hear something on the right. We're going to kind of look and see what this guy is. Looks like a Yag Panther, so we'll deal with him. Good, okay shot, good second shot. Dealt with a Yag Panther, so I've at least pissed him off. And we're just gonna keep moving along here. Looks like the M46 is dealing with some people in the town. You see a tree fall down in the back, so I'm just trying to be aware of that. And we realize it's a Yag Tiger there. So we take out his gunner, loader, and driver. Now we have to reload, and unfortunately, we now know he knows we're here. So we're gonna reload, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reposition a little bit. So if I do poke out, he'll at least be looking where I was in theory. But in this current moment, there's not a lot I can do. He's gonna be staring at me. He's all bushed up there, just waiting. So So we're gonna move back to this other position, just a little further back. I'm gonna wait and see if he starts moving or anything. I'm gonna ping him on the map. And then I notice he's angled just a little bit. So we get one shot and then one good shot. First shot was pretty bad, but it's okay. We got him on the second shot. So it is also nice because with all 6 guns, you can rapid fire it pretty dang quickly, pretty much as fast as you can click. You can rapid fire. So you don't have to wait for reloads between shots. You just have to wait for all 6. We're going to try and hit this Panther, nail the tree. See if we can't get another shot. We get a shot in his commander loader. Another shot. Looks like it hit his breach. Looks like we hit his cannon on the third one. Now we're reloading again. He is trying to mow down the forest to be able to see us. But unfortunately, I cannot see where he is anymore, so... I'm just really good at hitting trees, aren't I? Oh, then we get nailed by whatever this is over here. No idea what that is, so we're gonna repair here. After we've repaired, we're reloading a wee bit here, and then this BT-5 is actually trying to solo this dude over here. We're gonna roll over this hill here, see if we can't hit a decent shot on him, nail a shot into him. Zerstorer 45? Just Zerstorer. Yeah. I don't know how you say it. Okay, now we have since moved up a little bit onto this hill here because I hear some targets in here, but I can't really see anything just because of how dark it is. But I do hear some people in here, so we're gonna see if we can't do anything about them. I hear something that just spawned into our right. I'm gonna wait for him to maybe kind of move up. I also hear somebody on the left. So we're gonna see if this guy will move up just a bit. Now, if you notice, I only have one shot left, which I did not know in this present moment. So I'm gonna absolutely butter my first shot and then realize that I am completely screwed. So there's an AMX-13 in the back, there's a Tiger 2 there. We're gonna try and scout the one, see if we can get reloaded and reposition a little bit so we can at least brace for a little bit of a push over the hill. And we're just gonna get ready for that. So we notice the AMX there. So there's one there. Try and get a shot off, completely miss. Waste 4 shots on him, which is a terrible idea. Then there's a Tiger and a Ferdinand right there. So that's cool. And then we also notice that over to our right, there are more. There's another Tiger. And this is where we meet our end. Five kills, 1 assist, 1900 score. We pissed off the entire German brigade. So yeah, that's kind of the M50. That's kind of how I play it. Just play it very sneakily. Play it like a little rat tank. You can piss a lot of people off, and it is a hell of a fun time playing this vehicle. So just quick recap. You have 606mm recoilless rifles. They all fire in complete succession from left to right. You have 433mm a pen. 13-second reload for ace crew. This reloads all 6 rifles. They do not reload individually. You have 18 rounds total. You do get an ammo box, and I think you can get at least 1 or 2 full ammo replacements on it. You do only have a 2-person crew, which is kind of unfortunate, but going over the good on it, you get high pen, you're very small, and you can be very, very sneaky in most every scenario, so you can hide in tiny little areas and completely catch people off guard. It's also fairly early in the tech tree, only coming in at 6, 7, and rank 4, so you don't have to do a ton of grinding like a lot of the other vehicles that I mentioned in my videos. The bad, you do only have a 2-person crew, which does kind of suck, but it's okay. It's at least you're a really small vehicle. Aiming multiple guns can be kind of annoying, especially if you're in tight quarters like this and you kind of forget which firing order you're on and you accidentally shoot a wall. It can be very frustrating. The other thing that does suck is you have absolutely no armor, as you can see here. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and please let me know down in the comments what you guys think, what you guys liked, didn't like, whatnot. I do not care. And if you have any other video requests for vehicles, please also leave those down in the comments. I'm starting a list, and I will slowly start working on the ones I have, and I'm going to start working on grinding the ones I do not have yet. But as always, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to get notified for other uploads. You know the drill. Anyways, stay tuned for next upload. I'm not sure what's gonna be coming next, but I'm sure you'll find out. So, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.